Aruba Certified Campus Access Professional Exam HPE7-A01 Real questions are the best material for you to study all the related topics. Share some HPE Aruba HPE7-A01 Real questions here. 1. Which statements regarding Aruba NAE agents are true? Select 2. A single NAE script can be used by multiple NAE agents. B. NAE agents are active at all times. C. NAE agents will never consume more than 10% of switch processor resources. D. NAE scripts must be reviewed and signed by Aruba before being used. E. A single NAE agent can be used by multiple NAE scripts. 2. Your customer is interested in hearing more about how roles can help keep consistent policy enforcement in a distributed overlay fabric. How would you explain this concept to them? A group-based policy ID is applied on egress VTEP after device authentication and policy is enforced on ingress VTEP. B. Role-based policies are tied to IP addresses which have an advantage over IP-based policies, and role names are sent between VTEPs. C. Group-based policy ID is applied on ingress VTEP after device authentication and policy is enforced on egress VTEP. D. Role-based policies enhance user-based tunneling across the campus network and the policy traffic is protected with IPsec. 3. Your customer has asked you to assign a switch management role for a new user. The customer requires the user role to only have WebUL access to the system log page and only have access to the GET method for REST API for the logs event resource. Which default AOS-CX user role meets these requirements? A. Administrators. B. Auditors. C. Sysops. D. Operators. 4. A customer is using a legacy application that communicates at layer 2. The customer would like to keep this application working to a remote site connected via Layer 3. All legacy devices are connected to a dedicated Aruba CX 6200 switch at each site. What technology on the Aruba CX 6200 could be used to meet this requirement? A. Inclusive Multicast Ethernet Tag IMET. B. Ethernet over IP EoLP. C. Generic Routing Encapsulation GRE. D. Static VXLAN. 5. Which statements are true about VSX lag? Select 2. A. The total number of configured links may not exceed 8 for the pair or 4 per switch. B. Outgoing traffic is switched to a port based on a hashing algorithm which may be either switch in the pair. C. Lag traffic is passed over VSXISL links only while upgrading firmware on the switch pair. D. Outgoing traffic is preferentially switched to local members of the lag. E. Up to 255 VSX lags can be configured on all 83XX and 84XX model switches. 6. The customer needs a network hardware refresh to replace an aging Aruba 5406R core switch pair using spanning tree configuration with Aruba CX 8360-32YC switches. What is the benefit of VSX clustering with the new solution? A. Stacked data plane. B. Faster MSTP converge processing. C. Dual Aruba AP LAN port connectivity for PoE redundancy. D. Dual control plane provides better resiliency. 7. What is enabled by LLDP-MED? Select 2. A. Voice VLANs can be automatically configured for VoIP phones. BAPs can request power as needed from PoE-enabled switch ports. CISCSL client devices can request to have flow control enabled. GVRP VLAN information can be used to dynamically add VLANs to a trunk. iSCSL client devices can set the required MTU setting for the port. 8. A company deployed dynamic segmentation with their CX switches and gateways after performing a security audit on their network. They discovered that the tunnels built between the CX switch and the Aruba gateway are not encrypted. The company is concerned that bad actors could try to insert spoofed messages on the gateway to disrupt communications or obtain information about the network. Which action must the administrator perform to address this situation? A. Enable Secure Mode Enhanced. B. Enable Enhanced Security. C. Enable Enhanced PoE Security. D. Enable GRE Security. 9. What is true regarding 802.11k? A. It extends radio measurements to define mechanisms for wireless network management of stations. B. It reduces roaming delay by pre-authenticating clients with multiple target APs before a client roams to an AP. C. It provides mechanisms for APs and clients to dynamically measure the available radio resources. D. It considers several metrics before it determines if a client should be steered to the 5 GHz band, including client RSSI. 10. What is an Aruba-recommended best practice for hardening that only applies to Aruba CX 6300 series switches with dedicated management ports? A. Implement a control plane ACL to limit access to approved IPs and/or subnets. B. Manually enable enhanced security mode from a console session. C. Disable all management services on the default VRF. D. Create a dedicated management VRF, and assign the management port to it.